Welcome back to 365 Blend Bytes. Today I have an exciting tutorial lined up for you. We're diving into the world of Power BI, where we'll transform a sample sales data Excel sheet into a dynamic and interactive dashboard masterpiece. I'll walk you through setting up multiple slicers for filtering data by quarter, state, and by distributor. This setup will make it easy to focus on granular data. From there, we'll incorporate bar and column charts for detailed comparisons, followed by interactive maps with bubble visuals to highlight geographic trends. Also, we'll add donut and pie charts for a quick glance at data distribution, along with a gauge chart to track progress towards specific targets. One of the most powerful features of Power BI is that any change or selection in one element, like a bar chart, will instantly reflect across all other visuals, keeping everything synchronized. Another cool feature of Power BI Dashboard is to put any specific chart into Spotlight mode, making it stand out from the rest of the dashboard. Focus mode takes this a step further by expanding the selected chart to fill the entire screen. This mode is perfect for a detailed examination of the data within a single visualization, making it easier to identify trends and patterns. Additionally, if we make updates to the source data, you'll see how just clicking the refresh button updates the entire dashboard in few seconds. Before we dive in, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to 365 Blend Bytes for more tutorials and tips on data analysis and visualization. Your support helps me create more valuable content for you. As you can see, in this Excel sheet, we have sample sales dataset, which contains key information such as distributor names, states, item name, unit prices, profits, and target amount, etc. Start by opening Power BI and selecting Blank Report. Next, rename the page 1 to Sales Performance Dashboard. Click on Import Data from Excel option. Navigate to Get Data by choosing File Path, which depends where you save the file, and click Open. You'll see a list of sheets in your Excel file. Select the sheet containing the sales data by checking its box. On the right side, review the displayed Excel data by scrolling to ensure all entries are included. Then, choose Load to import the data directly, or select Transform Data. For this tutorial, I'll use the Transform Data option, which opens the Power Query Editor. Scroll to ensure all entries are included. Here, you can make various modifications to the dataset. For example, to change state names from lowercase to uppercase, simply select the state column. Right-click and choose Transform, and click Uppercase. The change will be applied instantly. Similarly, you can modify other columns, such as converting item names to uppercase. Additional changes you can do, like removing duplicates, replacing values, and splitting columns by delimiter, and much more, as these tools offer flexibility in customizing your data to best suit your analysis. Once all the necessary transformations are complete, click Close and apply to load the modified data into Power BI. Wait for few seconds. After the data is loaded, you'll find your dataset listed in the Data Fields pane on the right-hand side. Expanding it will display all the column headers, making them ready for use in your visualizations. Next, go to the View tab and under Themes. Click on the drop-down menu and select Bloom as the base theme. Scroll down and select Customize Current Theme. Under Name and Colors, locate Theme Colors to set a unified color scheme. For Color 1, enter this hex color code to apply a teal-green shade, and for Color 2, use Color Selector or enter this hex color code to set a vibrant purple. Now, expand Advanced Options and configure detailed color settings for specific elements. For the first level elements, drag the color selector to the top left corner or use this hex color code to set to white. Repeat the same for second, third, and fourth level elements to set each to white. For the background elements, use this deep blue hex color code and set the secondary background color to white. Next, in the text section, go to Title and select White Color. Click on Tab Headers and select the white color as well. Move to Visuals and set the background to navy blue by using this hex color code. Click on Border. Enable the border option and select white for the border color. Under Tooltip, Adjust the label text color, value text color and drill text icon color to white. And use this deep blue hex color code for the background color. Click Apply to activate these settings. Customizing the theme applies consistent colors across titles, cards, KPIs, legends, and chart backgrounds, reducing repetitive adjustments for each chart. With the primary theme set, only minor tweaks are needed, as the style applies by default across the dashboard. To begin with dashboard creation, navigate to the Insert tab and select Shapes. Choose a rounded rectangle shape and position it on the dashboard. I will make periodic manual adjustments to the size and alignment of each visual as new ones are added. This approach will help determine the ideal size, position, and alignment for each visual, ensuring a cohesive fit within the dashboard. Keep the shape highlighted, and in the Format Shape pane on the right, navigate to the Shape section, select Style, and disable the Fill option. Keep the border enabled, set the border color to white. And in the Text section, turn on the Text option. In the text field, enter Sales Performance Dashboard. Set the font color to white. And make it bold. Also increase the font size to 30. Ensure that the text is horizontally and vertically centered. Scroll down to the Shadow section, enable the shadow. Set the shadow color to white. Further down, turn on the glow effect. And set the glow color to white. This completes the shape configuration. Now, while keeping the shape selected, click on General. And go to the Effects option in the Format Shape pane, make sure the shadow remains enabled. Lastly, increase the shape size slightly for better visibility. Next, navigate to the Visualization pane and select the Slicer option to insert a slicer onto the dashboard. Position the slicer in the top left corner. In the Data pane on the right, you can drag the quarter field into the slicer directly to display all 4 quarters. However, for better control, it is preferable to use the field option instead of directly dragging data into charts and slicers, as this ensures the correct data arrangement. Go to the Format Visual section and under Slicer Settings, select Style, then change the orientation to tile to present the quarters in tile format. Navigate to Values. Set the font to bold. And increase the font size to 14. Next, in Background Settings, choose teal color ensuring the quarter data is visible. Adjust the slicer's size to create room for additional visuals. Next, click on the slicer. Press Ctrl+C to copy, then Ctrl+V to paste a duplicate slicer on the dashboard. In the Data pane, uncheck Quarter. And select State to show state names. In Format Visual, under Slicer Settings, change the style to drop down. Adjust the slicer's size. And open the drop-down to verify all states appear correctly. Copy this state slicer by pressing Ctrl+C and paste it to create a third slicer. Uncheck State in the Data pane. And select Distributor Name. The third slicer will now display distributor names in a drop-down format. Next, with the title shape selected, go to the Home tab, click on Format Painter, and apply the formatting to each of the slicers, quarter, state, and distributor to replicate the shadow and styling. In the Visualization pane, select the clustered bar chart to add to the dashboard. For this chart, go to the Data pane, drag distributor name to the Y-axis, and quantity sold to the X-axis. The chart will display the distributors with the corresponding quantities sold. Each chart will automatically display a title based on its data configuration. Adjust the size of the bar chart to enhance its readability. Thanks to the predefined theme, visual background, legend and label colors, title font, and other stylistic elements align with the dashboard's overall theme, allowing only minor adjustments as necessary. In the Visualization pane, navigate to Format Visuals and activate Data Labels. Under Data Labels, go to Options, and select Position. Then choose Outside End to display data labels at the end of each bar. Next, you can resize each visual manually or alternatively, click on General. Then Properties, where you can adjust the height and width for sizing. Next, click on Title. Expand it. And edit the text in the title box to remove, summer from the title. This will shorten the title to quantity sold by distributor name. Scroll down to set the horizontal alignment to center. With this bar chart complete, proceed by selecting the second chart, the line and stacked column chart. To ensure consistent formatting, select the bar chart. Click on Format Painter and apply this to the column chart. Next, drag state from the data field into the x-axis and place total amount into the column y-axis. This setup aligns the stacked column chart with the bar chart. Return to the visualization pane. Select Map and insert it into the dashboard. Adjust the size. Then click on one of the formatted chart. Use Format Painter and apply it to the map chart. Drag state into location and place quantity sold into bubble size to reflect data variation in bubble size. Next, format the borders and shadows to match other visuals by selecting the first slicer, clicking Format Painter, and applying it to the bar chart. Realign the title by going to Format Visuals, selecting General, and under Titles, set horizontal alignment to center. Now, apply Format Painter from the bar chart to the map chart, ensuring borders and shadows are consistent, and repeat this for the line and stacked column chart as well. Select the map chart. Go to Format Visual. Then Bubbles. And increase the bubble size to a maximum of 10. Click on Color. And select Conditional Formatting. Then choose Gradient as the format style. And enable Middle Color. Set the minimum color to a light red shade. Middle to a teal shade. And retain the default for maximum, then click OK to get clear visual representation of bubbles. We can increase the bubble size little more to 12 for enhanced visibility. With the map chart selected, under Format Visual, go to General, and expand Title, and remove Sum of, to simplify the title to Quantity Sold by Item Name. Repeat this for the line and stacked column chart. Next, add a donut chart to the dashboard. Use Format Painter from the bar chart and apply it to the donut chart. From the data pane, add item name to legend and quantity sold to values. Next, under Format Visual, click on Data Labels. Choose Data Value for label contents. And adjust the donut chart size and bar chart size as well. To view all data points when they are not fully visible within the chart visuals, use the Data Scrolling option, which enables scroll bars or navigation arrows to access additional data in the visual. Now, insert a pie chart. Position it to the right. And apply the Format Painter from the donut chart. Adjust the size of the map visual and the line and stacked column chart visual to align seamlessly with the other charts, ensuring an optimal fit within the dashboard layout. Next, drag Salesperson to Legend. And target quantity to values. In Donut Chart, simplify the title to Quantity Sold by Item Name by removing Sum of. Similarly, for the pie chart, the title will be Target Quantity by Salesperson. Add a gauge chart to the dashboard. Place total amount in value. And target amount in target value. Next, under Format Visual, expand gauge axis. Set minimum to auto. And maximum to 160 million as the target amount. Click on Colors. Set the target color to a light red shade. Here's a key tip. Double-click on the blank area in the dashboard to access the Q&A feature, where you can type or select questions. For example, select a question, average total amount to see the result instantly. There it is. Alternatively, you can type simpler questions directly, like total profit, and hit enter, and see the result displayed right away. To save this as a standard visual, click the Turn this into a visual button. Adjust the size for an optimal fit. Go to Visual and set the callout value color to white. Adjust the font size to 30. Copy this visual and paste it on the dashboard. From Data Pan, remove Total Profit from the data pane. And add Quantity Sold for a second visual. From Format Visual, under Category Label, reduce the size to 11 for this visual to enhance text visibility. Finalize the dashboard by selecting the quarter slicer. Go to Format Visual, expand Slicer Header, and enable Show Summary. Selecting Quarter 1 will display the summary for that quarter. Finally, if any changes are made in the source data in Excel, under the Home tab simply click Refresh to instantly update all visuals, ensuring that your dashboard reflects the most current information available. With this dashboard complete, you can now view it in full screen mode to appreciate its entirety. This is how you create a presentable masterpiece. By incorporating slicers for quarters and drop-down slicers for states and distributors, you enable dynamic filtering, allowing for more focused analysis. The clustered bar chart effectively displays comparisons among distributors, while the map with bubbles visually represents geographical data variation. The combination of the line and stacked column chart provides insights into trends over time. Furthermore, the donut and pie charts effectively showcase proportional data, enhancing the dashboard storytelling capabilities. Lastly, the gauge chart offers a quick visual representation of target and actual amount, allowing stakeholders to assess performance at a glance. Clicking on each section, such as in the clustered bar chart, reveals further details, and all other visuals automatically synchronize according to the selected distributor. This interconnectedness enhances data analysis, making it easier to draw insights. Moreover, utilizing the spotlight mode on a specific visual highlights it, drawing attention to key metrics. While engaging focus mode amplifies this effect by enlarging the selected visual for a clearer view. This feature not only improves the overall clarity of the presentation but also facilitates a deeper exploration of the data. I hope you found this tutorial both informative and engaging. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications on future tutorials. Your support truly makes a difference and inspires me to create more valuable content. I can't wait to see you in the next exciting tutorial.